mailing lists are our lifeblood. They're our whole communication strategy, and even when you get down to the sort of inner core that I was talking about in the PMC, it's quite likely that the communication between those people will happen on the dev list, which is essentially, generally at least, all of the committers and many of the small-time contributors, and it's purely social convention or interest and time and this is the feature I'm working on that limits the discussion. It's, you know, these communities, we don't tend to use our private PMC lists for developer-related communication, even when it's within the PMC. Even when the PMC are the ones having the discussion, we'll often use our public lists. And I think that's part of what's required to deal in an open manner, that you try to do everything as openly as you can reasonably do it. The conference committee is perhaps a good example of this. Although our email lists are generally restricted to foundation members only, because we deal with, you know, legal issues, contract issues, financial issues, we don't open those up to the world. But we have got a ConCom private list, which is the 13 or 15 elected members of the conference committee. And we have our ConCom list, which is 60-odd members who are interested in running conferences, perhaps already involved in running conferences, or people who simply want to know what's going on and, you know, have an understanding of when there'll be an event in their area. And generally, the only business that I've seen in the last, I've been involved with ConCom for about 3 years, and the only business I can remember seeing on our private list is election of new members to the committee, or recently enough, the election of a new vice president. Everything else goes on our wider, more open list.